Hi everyone, and welcome to ECE 115, Principles of Early Childhood Curriculum. I am Lori Marmerstone. I will be your instructor for this fully online class. I'm excited to get started with our fall semester, and I just wanted to do a quick orientation video just to get you familiar with some of the components of the Blackboard site. So let's go ahead and get started here. The first page that you will always enter the Blackboard course site in is the announcements page. So if you haven't yet read my welcome announcement, please take some time to do that as well. Since this is an online course, I do post a lot of announcements, just reminders of things that are due, any changes that need to be made, any updated material or content that I add to the course. So make sure that you do check the announcements page often. Anytime that I make an announcement, I will also email that announcement, and that automatically gets emailed to your Harper email address. So if you don't regularly check your Harper email, then I would suggest to forward that Harper email to an email that you do check regularly, because it is important that you receive those emails and any correspondence from the class. So another link that's going to be important is there is my contact information there. So when you click on that faculty information, you will find my email, my phone number. Again, because we're not on campus this semester due to COVID restrictions, I will make any time available to you for our virtual conference. So if you need to meet face-to-face with me, we can do that through a virtual conference. So just email me and we can set that up. If you ever need to call me on the phone, I do have phone conference hours. Those are Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 12 to 2. And then you can always email me at my Harper email at any time. So just give me about 36 hours to respond to your email. Usually I email you just within a couple hours of you giving me sending the email. But if you have a question in there that I have to maybe do some research on, or maybe have to reach out and email someone else to get the answer, then it can take me a day and a half to get back to you. But most likely I will get back to you in the same day. But again, don't ever hesitate to reach out and contact me if you need anything. I am here for you. The course materials link here on the left is another page that you might want to use. Again, since we are an online class, this discussion board, this questions asked and answered, this is a link that you can go to at any time. If you have a question about anything, an assignment, something in an assignment that you have a question about, just anything that has to do with the course, you want to ask a question that you want the other students in the class to see. Because again, if you have the question, chances are another student will have that same question. And so sometimes when you ask those questions in an open forum, you know, that benefits another student too, being able to have that question answered as well. And so I will answer that question, and then again, or if you're a student that knows the answer to that question, then you can feel free to chime in and answer that question as well. So you're free to ask questions there at any time. If you don't want to just email me personally, you can always ask a question there. And then for you ECE students, this is the updated 2020-2021 student handbook. So if you have any questions about anything in the early childhood department as a whole, when classes are going to be offered, any information about certificates, degree paths, practicums, things like that, you can find that in the handbook there as well. And then if you do have any questions about your course schedule, classes you should be taking, don't ever hesitate to reach out and contact Kathy Nicolai, who is our department coordinator, and her information is right here on that faculty and department information page as well. So she is a great resource if you have questions about your degree, your certificate, any classes you want to be taking. She is just a wonderful person to talk to. The next link I wanted to bring your attention to is the weekly learning modules. Each week you will have to access the module that corresponds with that week, and within that module there is just a lot of different things that you will have to do to complete the work for that week. And I don't populate the entire course with all 16 weeks of the content. And that's because there's just a lot of information that we learn in this class. And I want to make sure that you're really grasping each week's concepts before moving on. So I really don't want you to work much in advance because I want to make sure you're really grasping what we're doing in the present week. And so I will try to have at least 1 week in advance populated for those that do want to get a little bit of a jump start. But I really want to kind of stay together in the class and work just in the present week that we are on, so that I do know that you are grasping the content and information and really know what we're doing to be able to apply that to the next week's content. So moving forward, I'm confident in your understanding and being able to apply that information to the assignments and work that we'll be doing in the future. So let's go ahead and click into the Orientation Week folder. In this folder, you'll see that there's just a lot of just kind of logistical things that we need to take care of at the beginning of the semester. There's a survey that I would like you to take just so I can find out more about you as a student and a learner, any fears that you might have about this class, just kind of why you're taking this class, what you hope to benefit through taking this class, and then just anything else in general that you'd like me to know as your instructor. This is just a great way for me to start to get to know you. Since I can't see you face to face on campus, this is just one of the ways I will be able to engage with you and get to know you a little bit better. In addition to that, make sure that you do read through the course syllabus in its entirety. It's really important that you understand the expectations and guidelines. The assignments are listed in the syllabus, so make sure that you read through those as well. And then again, don't get too overwhelmed. As the semester moves along and we do have these bigger assignments that are coming down the pipeline, I will be posting more videos that will explain those assignments in detail. So again, don't worry, I will have a lot more detailed information about those assignments as we start to move forward in the course. The last page of your syllabus is that statement of understanding. So again, just make sure that you download and submit that statement of understanding as well, and you can find a link to that here. There is a textbook that you will have to purchase for this class. It's called the High Scope Preschool Curriculum. Here's a picture of it. So make sure that you do purchase that resource. This is the only resource that you will need to purchase for this class. So make sure that you do purchase that textbook, because we will be begin reading that textbook in week 1 as well. So make sure that you do purchase that. Another way that I like to make sure that you guys are understanding content, and then for this week it's a way for you guys to start to get to know each other as classmates, is the discussion board. So we will be using that on a consistent basis, and so make sure that for this week you click into the discussion board forum and respond to the discussion titled Introductions, and this way you can just give us a little bit of information about you and then just respond to at least 2 of your classmates on the discussion board as well. We do have some content that we will be going through this week in this orientation week. We're going to talk a little bit about observation, documentation, and assessment, just so that you can refresh your memory on that. If you took ECE 101, we do talk about that in that course, but this is just, again, a refresher just to kind of remember the importance of that, why we do it, some methodology of that as well. And so make sure that you do click into this folder and go through all of that content. Within this folder, there are PowerPoint presentations, there's some articles, there are some videos, and then there is an assignment that you do need to complete as well. So make sure that you do that application assignment as well, and that way I will be able to assess your understanding of the content that you went through. So again, that is what is in the weekly learning module for the orientation week. And then again, every week I will have just kind of a bulleted list of what is in that module and what is due, and then again, everything will be due by the following Monday. So again, in the orientation module, everything will be due by the following Monday, August the 31st. Everything is due by 11:59 p.m., so you have up until midnight to get everything completed for that week. So if you have any questions about that first week's orientation module, please just let me know. And then as you can see, you are able to see the week 1 module as well if you wanted to peek in there and see what we will be learning in week 1 as well. Over here on the left too, anytime that you want to reference the syllabus and weekly schedule, you can do it here. The syllabus will be up on the Blackboard site the entire semester, so you have access to that. And then if you just wanted to look at the week at a glance to find out what we'll be doing, then it's right here. So you can just see week to week what we will have due. And then I have posted in red the assignments that will be due, so you know exactly what assignments that you will be doing from week to week. This class, there's a lot of, I've been teaching 115 online for a while, and I've added a couple new things for the online component of this class, and so I'm really excited. We'll be doing some hands-on activities. You'll be gathering materials at home and be doing activities and then reflecting on those, and showing some pictures of what you've done. I'll be posting some demonstration videos showing you how to actually implement activities. So I'm hoping to try to engage you on a more active level through the online platform. So I know some of you are taking this class and wishing you were in the classroom, but again, because we're not able to be in class and on campus this semester, you have to be taking it online. So I'm hoping to be able to engage you in some ways to help you really understand all the content that we will be learning in ECE 115. There are some other things on the left-hand side here, some observation videos. One of the assignments that you have is an observation assignment, and since we can't go out into the centers to do observations this semester, then you will be doing video observations. And so I'm not going to talk to this right now, but I will be posting another video giving you some clarification on that in the near future. Anytime you wanted to access the discussion board, there's a direct link to it here as well. So again, if you wanted to go in and look at that questions asked and answered link, or the introduction discussion board for this week, you can do that as well. So again, if you have any questions about anything, I know sometimes the first week is a little bit overwhelming, going through all of your coursework, reading through the syllabi. So if you have questions about the class, please don't hesitate to email me. Like I said, as we go through the class, I'll be posting a lot of short videos just to help you understand expectations, understand assignments a little bit more clearly, answering questions that you might have, and just really giving you the information that you need to be successful. So at any point you're finding that you're falling behind or something's happening to prevent you from being successful, please reach out to me and let me know. And I'm more than happy to work with you to ensure that you are successful in the class. So welcome to our class. I'll be excited to be seeing you on the discussion board and some other platforms as we move forward in this course, and have a wonderful semester, and I will be talking to you soon. Bye-bye, guys.